Who is Premier? We are a company that specializes in two types of search: contract and/or temporary and direct hire. We help fuel your growth by placing candidates that fit your culture.
Double Dutch is a global organization. We make mobile applications for events and conferences. We definitely look for people who are hungry, who are driven, and we've partnered with Premier Staffing, and they've done a phenomenal job actually helping us grow from really 9 people a year ago to over 40 salespeople in the last year.
The team at Premier is great. I've met a number of the recruiters as well. Within the sales group specifically, we have a pretty tight profile of what we look for. Typically we're going after SaaS sales professionals. You know, really people who come in with a sense of urgency and kind of demonstrate our core value number 4 of today. I would definitely recommend anybody who's looking for sales talent or otherwise, give them a shot. I think they'll be impressed.
My passion was really understanding my clients' needs, and the only way I could really do that was actually getting out of Premier's office and into my client's office.
I think the key differentiator of working with Premier is that Premier really seeks to understand what we're looking for. Working with Premier, I know that our requirements are being listened to and that the candidates that we receive are definitely on spec every time.
It was very important for me to not only get to know what the hiring manager's needs were, but more importantly, what was the culture like? What were their other hires like? If I could, I would talk to other sales representatives on the team to get a better understanding of what made them successful, what was their background, what made the company exciting from, again, not only the hiring person standpoint, but from the actual employees.
We're looking for that extra spark when we're working with candidates. It takes a special person to be a candidate at Premier. I'd say we're very selective about who we work with, and that's for a reason. We want to make sure that the caliber of candidates that we're working with are at the top.
The environment at University Now is an interesting mix of typical startup culture and academic culture. And currently I have 150 employees and we're scaling pretty rapidly. Premier has worked with University Now for 3 years. I think Premier focuses on the culture of the entity it's working with, and that's really critical in getting the right candidates in the door. That saves me time and money in screening. I find that really invaluable.
I know that every person within Premier is unique, but what I also know is that they all share the core common beliefs of the organization, and that's why, as we were talking about earlier, the company has grown as successfully as it has.